In this lesson, we're going to learn how to automatically trigger builds when we push code to our GitHub repo. So let's get started. Back to our doc, we're going to be following this doc called trigger builds from GitHub repo. And this is ideal for automating builds once you push code to your repo. So the first thing that we want to do actually is going to be creating a new repo. Let's go back to our project and let's clear the terminal. I'm going to add everything to GitHub and I'm going to commit these add updates, for example. Now I need to create a new GitHub repo. So I have the GitHub CLI installed and I'm going to run this command to create a new repo called split EAS app. Okay, and now I have my repo here. So what I'll do now is add this repo as my origin and then push. Okay, so now I have my repo. Let's go ahead and copy the link of the repo. The second thing that we need to do is connect my repo to Expo. So let's go to the dashboard. I'm going to scroll down under configuration and select GitHub. Let's search for my split EAS repo. And actually I have a typo, split easy. Anyways, I'm going to select this one. So we need to select the base directory of my project. In this case, this is going to be the root folder, but if you were to have a mono repo, you need to change the base directory to point to your app. So now we can trigger a build using a GitHub PR label. So the Expo GitHub app provides multiple options to trigger a build. We can do it manually, automatically when we push code to the repo, or using labels. So let's see how we can do that using GitHub labels. So we need to specify the build image that we want to use. And we need to do that in the EAS.json. So let me go ahead and copy this Android and iOS. Let's go back to my EAS and under my development profile, I'm going to add these images. So by setting the image to latest, basically we're telling EAS that we want to use the most up-to-date software to build our application. You can also use SDK 52 or 51 depending on your app. Okay, so next step is going to be creating a new branch called dev and make a change to our JavaScript code. Then commit the change, push the branch, and create a PR from that branch. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing that I want to do is going to be actually just copy my link, then come in here and paste it in here so that we are able to see my repo and we know that it exists. So yeah, let's go ahead and create a new branch. I'm going to say git checkout branch, and I'm going to call this branch dev. Cool, so I have my branch. Now let's make a change. I'm just going to change this text, change from dev. So let's add this to GitHub and I'm going to push this. And now I need to create a pull request. So let's come here and create a new pull request. Now we need to add this label to my PR. So let's go to the pull request. I'm going to select my pull request and under labels, I'm going to add this label. So create new label and then we can add a description like create build for dev. And you can change the color if you want to. So I'm going to select yellow and then save. And now the label is here, which means EAS is going to detect that we added the label to this pull request and this should trigger a build. And as you notice, now I get these details about my builds that are in progress right now because I added this label to this pull request. And you can track the progress in here, or you can just go to expo.dev and go to all the builds. And we can see that now we have these two in progress. We also get the Git reference. Okay, now before we finish this chapter, I want to mention as well that if we go back to the GitHub, we can also create triggers here. So for example, let's say that when I push some code to the main branch, I want to create a new build. You can come here and specify which platform, which profile, and even submit, okay? You can specify as well the profile to submit your application. And we can do that as well for updates. Right now, this is in beta, but you can test it out if you want to. And that's it for this chapter. We learned how to automatically trigger builds by adding a GitHub label to our pull request. So I hope you like this chapter. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next one.